society we are these days. I'd forgotten how much comfort a little companionship can bring. Once I'd lost everything, but now I am grateful for what you have taught me.
You hear me now?
It is very little, but please, take this.
Okay. Was any of that coming through at all?
The flame, you see, may you find peace on your journey.
So, anyway, as I was saying, we had a pretty good stream. Had fun. We played some Among Us, did some Jackbox games, did some funny fan fictions at the end off like a site. It was like passed around. If you did an intro, I didn't hear any of it. Okay, so yeah. The basic premise I was trying to say is, thanks to Abby, we were able to raise £300 or $367 to not Medicare, but medical aid to Palestine. I think it's going to a good cause. I mean, I'm not really one for showing off my, not to say political beliefs, but like after seeing what's going on for over a year, it's very clear this is not a one-sided. It's a one-sided issue, but it's not the side people are thinking. But that's just me. Anyway, which way am I going? Oh, right. Because I stopped here at Human Corpse real quick. But yeah, hopefully a little bit of that can help in any way.
The dark watches over you.
What drew me to the dark? Hexes are more, I feel, affinity and warmth. Those who...
Playing this game in VR make it better or worse? Any Souls game in VR would be much worse, because I feel like I would vomit after a while. Also, I already made my sword Dark Affinity, but I also gave it to my staff as well, which, you know, didn't think was possible. And now butterflies are easy to kill. Nice. With the power of messing around, I was able to get onto this lower platform. YouTube Cardboard was the VR program they had to make VR YouTube videos. You mean like Nintendo doing their pseudo VR by just sticking the Switch in your face? Anyway, here's a big basilisk. That's the only experience I've had with VR. It was underwhelming. Ricard's Rapier. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've never had like the best experience when it comes to VR, only because I wear glasses, right? So already kind of uncomfortable to wear in order to see, but wear those at the same time. So kind of becomes a hassle. So I very rarely, I have very little to no interest in any VR headsets or games or whatever. You know, they use VR and voice-activated electronics on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. They last updated the attraction in the 90s. Yeah, I remember at the end, the son is like playing VR. Which, if I'm being honest, was a pretty solid prediction of how VR was going to go. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. That's a great, big, beautiful DMCA, just for you and me. Yeah, okay. Actually, hang on. Going back down here a second time. Just because I want to see where this hole leads. Oh, you're supposed to fall down here into the bridge and stuff. Okay. Maybe this is up the turkey because he accidentally made the Alexa turn up the heat. I thought that voice-activated electronics would never exist when I first saw Carousel of Progress, and now I have an Alexa in my room. I was like 6 when I thought that, by the way. I went to, first time I saw it was definitely in the 90s. Like 99, I want to say. So yeah, I was also 6, though I probably didn't think that far. Ow. That hurt. By the way, if you've ever wondered why there are so many, like, green men around in this world, in Dark Souls 2, when you become hollow, instead of becoming beef jerky, you become a pickle. It's not even me exaggerating, that literally is just what happens. Ooh. Alright. Now we gotta go back around the upteenth time. So sorry that I keep going back and forth, but trying to collect all the items and such. Mom actually uses the Alexa to turn on the Christmas tree, so they got that spot on. Yeah. That's definitely why you should not have, like, smart appliances when it comes to actual, like, food prep. I barely even like the idea of, like, a Siri, not even Siri, Alexa or a Google, whatever the OK Google equivalent is, in my house. Like, certain things, I'm like, I should be the one in charge of this. It's not real to my knowledge. Obviously not yet, but it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is definitely a good example why we should not have smart devices built into our stoves. I see you up there. There's a video of the Carousel of Progress breaking down. A cast member speaks over the radio. The dad says, always interrupting. Always interrupting me. The audience laughed really loud. That's funny. Oh, Dark Spirit Forlorn. Get out of here, Forlorn. There's a part in the Sonic Frontiers only playthrough where Corey talks about defunct Light. Corey tells the truth about no one would believe him. That's the thing, is like it's one of those moments where like something sounds out of whack, but actually Corey's telling the truth, I believe him. That's the thing about the Funkland, though. Some wild stories out of that. Morning Star. Corey mentions that Walt was using the tiling on the ceiling above his literal deathbed to tell his brother about the layout of Epcot. Chris almost spat out his drink laughing. I can hear it. This thing is though, it's like I can imagine it, the way how it sounds out of context through Corey. It definitely sounds like something he would make up. Sublime bone dust. Damn it. I was already in here. Chris almost spitting up his drink, laughing about Walt dying would make so many people upset. That makes it even funnier. So before we go opening that area, and I already opened this. Now we go across this side. Notched whip. Easier to just take those guys out than try to run up this side here. Especially since there's a guy up there. There we are. And there's nothing on this side. If you played the clip of on that big TV at the end, it'll D23 Expo in California, everyone would be mad at Chris. Yeah. There are a lot of reaction videos to the Screamboat horror movie that would make good additions to Corey's cringe playlist, I believe it. Alright. Time for a bit more chaos. Is that of JoJo? Because we got ourselves a silver chariot. I'm just gonna let the horse go around one more time, take care of any leftover skeletons. Dude, these guys have dark resistance, but it doesn't matter. When you make a dark affinity weapon and then able to layer it with more dark on it, it's just bizarre. There are seriously 3 Popeye horror movies coming out now. That's... I don't understand. Okay, like, I get... Like, I know why people do it, because it's a cash grab. But at a certain point, it's like, do I have a vision that can only be told if I make Popeye into a horror icon? No, I don't think... I don't think most people do. Click button. Exactly, it's not. It's just I feel like a lot of them are cash grabs. But I've seen what that puppet for the new Winnie the Pooh Blooded Honey sequel. I've seen what Pinocchio, like the animatronic they got, looks really good. But at the same time, I'm like, man, these visuals are looking much better. But goddamn, does this not? Probably doesn't hold up all that much as a concept. Speaking of horror movies and Winnie the Pooh, kind of, I watched The Shining last night with friends. It was a really good time. I think the cinema... It's one of those things I went in like knowing like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a good movie. But I've only ever seen it through pop culture osmosis, right? The Simpsons parody it, Bob's Burgers parody it, who else? Venture Brothers did a quick nod to it one time. And I hate to say it, but the most I saw of it was when Nostalgia Critic, when he was reviewing the Shining TV series, miniseries. That was where I got most of the knowledge of certain quotes from. It's like, damn, it's definitely did not do this justice. But I think it wasn't really scary, obviously, though, to me at least, you know. But definitely putting your feet into somebody going into the movies at 1980, that would definitely freak somebody out. I think my favorite part of that was the soundtrack. Just the way how the violins were like piercing my ears, making me like really uncomfortable. I think that was really well done. Pocoyo referenced The Shining in Halloween episode once. That's a kid's show from 10 or so years ago. Oh, really? Interesting. The core audience is hate watchers like the Gem and the Holograms. I keep forgetting Gems and the Holograms movie was a movie. And they didn't even really do anything with that whole concept. They were just actual, performers. They weren't like superheroes or whatever. I never watched Gem. I was too young for it. Anyway, see this little guy?
Oh, welcome. Welcome. Do you have a lust for blood? Yes, of course. Why else would you be here? Do you give yourself the honor? Then you will need blood. Lots of it. Undead blood, like your own. But it's not as easy as you think. What did he say? Join the Brotherhood of Blood? That can hardly be the whole story. I want to hear what you really think. You want more than just a little blood. You want to be drenched in blood, mired in its foul stench. Am I right? Am I? Oh, just say that I'm right. Huh? I knew it. Fantastic. You're the best. Now you are a servant of Na-Alma. This crest of blood is yours. There. Another servant of blood is born. You will serve well. I just know you will.
So,
Well, how are we?
this little funny guy here, right?
Whatever you need, I've got it for you.
So you might, if it wasn't clear, Titchy Gren here.
You know anything about tokens of spite? Well, you can fight other blood servants with them. I'll reward you if you win with red orbs. You know, a cracked red eye orb. Use them to visit other worlds and seek more blood. Tell me if you need anything else. I'm very generous. Anything to get you covered in blood. Have you heard of the Blue Sentinels? They're a thorn in our sides, to say the least. Their men are obsessed with hunting down blood servants. Who cares? It's just another chance to spill more blood. Doesn't that excite you? You know anything about tokens of spot? Tell me if you...
Ah, we can get the great scythe from him. Don't exactly really need anything from him as we're not doing PvP.
Fine either way.
So anyway, Titchy Gren there, you might, it might seem a little familiar to you, as that is the voice of Con O'Neill, who voiced another blood-crazed lunatic, as our own very luminary Moog, Lord of Blood from Elden Ring. It's really funny how the Soul series always seems to have connections to each other in one way or the other. That's the guy who goes, "Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty." Really funny how he plays as one blood fiend and then goes to another. Also, if you ever watched the movie Our Flag Means Death, he played the character Izzy in that show as well. Or if you've seen the Batman, he plays one of the cops. Only other show or any other series I could think of he was in was also Chernobyl, but I never watched that. Anyway, Executioner Chariot Soul. Soul, the Executioner's chariot that holds control over the undead purgatory. The chariot was created only to torment undead, and it took the form of a horrendous mad steed, a window into the soul of its master. The first or last... It's the first, but not the last, horse-related monstrosity we'll see in this series. Isn't working quite right. I think it is, but like sometimes it'll just repeat messages if people haven't talked about it. Oh, look at that. I paid him more and now he's lounging about like he's hot shit. Alright, keep your head on, bud.
Sorry, have we met? Oh, sorry. It's just I've been awfully busy lately. Care to look over my wares? Please, be my guest. I upgraded my stock recently, although it may be a bit out of your reach.
Out of my reach, I don't know why it's going here. Oh, you got Alva's armor there.
I'm rich! I'm rich! I don't need to go home anymore. Home? Home? Where is home? I don't... Home. Thanks for the purchase. Do come again.
Yeah, see, now he started to, he got a little taste of success, and now he's, starting to lose himself. There's an episode called named My Pateau. It looks like YouTube Kids garbage, but I assure you it has a soul. Poco Yo. I keep wanting to say Poco Rosso every time I hear that.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
Oh, you know, I think I've seen this. I never watched it. This is definitely before my time, but I definitely think I've seen these characters. When did this come out? Excuse me. Okay, in 2005, yeah, it was definitely... There's also, it looks very... This looks like it's, from the looks of it, it's a UK production, so it's definitely not something I would be watching. They lock a duck in a cage and freeze him in Jurassic Park Ember. Amazing.
But there is something greatly it seems to fulfill something very precious, deep within the soul, something essential.
Okay, he like usually says something like, what was I doing again? And now we're fully dressed like the Elite Knight. Now we go the other way of Huntsman Cops. Rude. Activate this switch. As Azul saw the Netflix One Piece show, he didn't like it and expects them to do Dragon Ball Z someday. It would be, I wouldn't be surprised if they did do Dragon Ball Z, but they probably have to watch, well, first of all, with Toriyama's passing, we're now coming, it'll be March when he passed. Last year. With his passing, though, they're gonna, if they want to do a Netflix adaptation, they gotta be real careful with it. They don't want to have a retread of the Dragon Ball Evolution movie. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as Joel, though. I didn't really care. Alright. Where's live action Totoro? Yeah, no. Somebody made AI slop of Princess Mononoke, and I'm just like, y'all missed the point of art. It's just to make something you think looks pretty, but you have no actual eye of craft for this kind of thing, where it's like there's every frame a painting when it comes to a Ghibli film, and some jackass comes in and says like, "Oh, look at this AI version of Princess Mononoke, isn't it beautiful?" It's like, no, it's not. It's slop. Also, I wasn't saying you as in you, chat. You guys are fine. I'm just saying a lot of people who want to become a big boy artist on the table don't respect the actual craft. They just want to feel like they're one of them, and also tear down other artists they don't like in the process. When Miyazaki dies, Warner Brothers will do live action remakes of every movie he made for Max. I would actually gag.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I thought you were that bastard for a moment. You've set me free. Now I can find him. The cheeky prick. He won't know what hit him.
I don't think I never remember them ever saying prick in one of these games.
I am Creighton of Mirror. I travel from land to land to hone my blade. I've heard this land was full of danger. I thought it would suit me perfectly. I joined forces with a man on the way. He was no more than a backstabbing knave. He took the first chance he had to try and off me. I decided to set a trap for him here. But then I got trapped myself. I can't believe that I was so dense. Thank the stars that you came along. You be careful of him. Pate, I think he said. He wears this rather unusual ring. You know it when you see it. I've seen his type before. He kills entirely for the pleasure of it. I'm sure I won't be his last victim. The man's better off dead. I tell ya. He's a slick talker, so don't let him fool ya. Pate, the man with a strange ring. Watch out for the slimy rat.
Right?
And don't you believe a word he says. I'll find a common footpad and put an end to his roguery. Pate. And off.
Okay. The other studio who could be trusted with a live-action film would be the Jim Henson Company. Anyone else would fail. Maybe. Again, though, I'm also in a point where, like, you just don't make any more remakes. It's time to move on. Either animate it from the ground up, but like have it be, have it be distinct and not the same like average 3D we've been getting. That isn't like Into the Spider-Verse and such. Make it 2D at that point also. Or make new stuff. Just make new stuff. Made an original story that had Totoro in it, like the Christopher Robin movie, would that be okay? Again, I don't know. Ghibli isn't the kind of thing I feel like they do major sequels. It's also best to maybe like unless you can come up with something rather interesting, I would just say also just let it just be contained in its own thing. James House Company could just build an in real life Laputa robot. That would be amazing. No need to make a movie, just make the robot. I think that would be cool. I really like the Laputa robots. I mentioned it before, but I got one of my characters for a Zelda campaign for D&D was inspired by the Laputa robots. Even when I first started to play him, he would walk around making the same beeping noises as the one they find on Laputa. I like robots that are imbued with nature. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I can't see over there. Shortcut. Damn. I'm just gonna run around. There we go. Wasn't that a great boss fight? My favorite part is when I took out the main 3 enemies in 2 or 3 shots and then had to just deal with a bunch of skeletons. Harvest Valley. Yeah, this pretty lady. Also, again, so if you're wondering why I labeled this stream Exploring the Incomprehensible Geography of Dark Souls 2, I'm going to put this, I want you to keep a look at this. That up there is the Great Earthen Peak, right? I want you to really absorb this image of this building. I want you to also take a look at what's behind it. All right? Not really much, right? Mm-hmm. You got it? Okay. Keep that in your brain. Lock it away. All right? Anyway.
Are you a traveller? I'm Chloanne, an ore-stone trader. I travel about collecting rare stones, which I sell to make my living. I never planned to visit this God's forsaken place. But I don't know. I just sort of ended up here. I must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare bits. Oh, don't look at me like that. Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance, certain stones are used in smithing. Ah, now your ears prick up. I've extras if you can pay. This is my trade, after all.
Ma'am, that's not a stone. That's a skull you have. Yeah, they don't got anything. No value here. Oh, bonfire aesthetic could be nice.
I came here in search of rare stones, but the place is nothing like I was told. All this poison. You can't get very far inside. Don't just go haplessly wandering about. These stones may look all the same, but to the trained eye, each is unique. Some of them are used to smith weapons and armor, and some unique stones provide special benefits. Some of them are extremely rare and should be used with great thrift. None of the differences are easily spotted, but I've learned quite a lot, really. Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's funny. I can't seem to remember. I've searched every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again, if we live that long. I've searched perhaps... I suppose it's about time I moved shop. What? No interest?
Alright, so now she's set to move, but we're not going to see her until we get through Earthen Peak. Skeleton Lord's soul. Soul of the Skeleton Lord who reigned from the deep within Huntsman's copse. The Old Iron King commanded the capture of all undead, but those charged with the task were overcome by the curse. That's all you know about them.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope. However faint.
Oh, she's already here. Never mind. I thought she doesn't show up until we beat the Covenant Demon at least. Never mind.
Fancy meeting you here. Speak up if you need anything at all, alright?
Is that a... I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a bone she's looking at. It doesn't have that, though.
These stones may look cool. Some of them are used as... none of... You know how they call this place Drang Lake, right? Well, in the old lore, in stories and the like, they said it had another name. What was it? Well, I don't know. It's just something I heard.
That's everything in this story.
Since long, long ago, many kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. Each like a great flame that turns to soot. Maybe that's why people don't remember much about the past. You see that blacksmith over there? Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up. He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see. The poor man's such a worrywart. But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he?
Corian, I don't know how to tell you this, but that is your father.
I was born in a land to the west, Vulcan, famous for its merchants. There were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place, or lured in. Oh, I don't know. These stones may look all this, none of no interest.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead. But how goes your journey? Take these. They should help a bit.
Cool, thanks.
You'll need souls to repent. I know. Don't waste them. My witless daughter finally came home. Just as oblivious as she's always been. Well, at least now I can keep an eye on her. Stones? Try asking my daughter. You might be surprised.
Stones?
Drat. You're worse than my reckless daughter. Don't spend your whole life in transit, you hear?
Okay. Like I said, I'm holding off on dropping any
Bearer of the
what's it called? Any additional stones for the armor I want, mainly. But I will spend
What?
on these for now.
Visit me again.
You? We call this not this.
Thanks.
Thank you kindly. So many random skeletons just propped up. Chris's rider. Only certain skeletons seem to rise from the grave. Hey, it's Gavlon.
Gavlan Louis. Gavlan will. Gavlan what with many dear.
Many dear, many thanks.
What? Gavlan, Gavlan what with Gavlan many dear.
Anything down here? Gavlanil? Gavlandir. Gavlan is definitely my favorite NPC of this game. Open the gate. Excuse me, you want to open this for me now? Thank you. Nice dark orb. Here's mine. Oh, wrong way. There's a lot. There's just a lot of poison, but if you commit to it, you can get through it just fine if you have enough life gems. Thank you, camera. Washing pole. Not done just yet in this area. We got this place to go to. Oh, geometry. Didn't really want to fight you, but that's fine. I'm only keeping him alive just to make sure if I can actually take care of all the holes here. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I can take care of them. I think that's just death, so we're gonna ignore that. Oh well, don't this look familiar? Now we have praised the sun. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Good job, you big idiot. You just became more green. And now you're dead. Now we're in Earthen Peak, but we can't go here. It's on this side. Ow, 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 ow. We gotta lower the poison here. Now we're back in Harvest Valley. Now we're back in Earthen Peak. Yep, even more poison. Ow. Poison trap for a torch, okay. Hello. Why does he move like that? I can't believe I fell for that. Yep. It's really the only way to stop the, Ow. To get a clear hit on the Titanite, or the crystal lizards, is to just use your magic attacks. Oh, okay, you don't set off the trap though, that's fine. Oh, you don't fall for it either though. this, look at you. Poison bite ring, soul of a proud knight.
Oh, you... My thoughts are very scattered. What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it. Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation.
I don't like the implication of that.
I don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed from the moment we're born. Sometimes I feel upset. Even so, am I wrong? Maybe we're from the moment.
Now we gotta go all the way back up. To the toughest boss of the entire game. The covetous demon. Oh! Look at that. He almost got me. Oh! Oh, jeez. Oh, actually, I never knew. I forgot about this. Watch this. Hang on, I want to see if he does it. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a little neat thing right there. He goes for the easier bait. But yeah, no, he's not hard at all. Covetous demon soul. Soul of the covetous demon that devours all things. Eating is an expression of desire. There once was a man who whose deep affection were unrequited. He transformed into the covetous demon, which only made him lonelier than before. So some dude was so down bad for someone else that he gorged himself in hoping that he would get noticed, which, you know, in certain circles or on the internet that might get you attention, but not in Dren Lake, sadly. Now, before we do anything else, I want to check. Do I have any more? Is that dark? No, that's wrong. Now we're just going to stick with the short sword.
Bearer of the sea lesson.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. Ow. I didn't mean to do that. I think I just forgot to use the Sublime Bone Dust again. Cool. Thanks, you jerk. Hello, Pepperjack Guy 10. Welcome to the stream. We have entered Earthen Peak and making our way through this poisoned annoyance. We're dealing with the Headless Assassins. And that dummy over there. Looks fun. It's definitely gotten more fun using hex magic and such. So there's that. Ow. He fell to his doom. It's not very often that I get to see someone stream this game. Yeah, it's not really not exactly the most popular of the series. It's not my favorite either, so that's probably a reason. But I figured the hassles that come with this game would be fun to stream, so I usually always make sure to stream it whenever I do a big marathon of Souls games. Plus, I have fun with it when I have hex magic, so we got that to work with. Where'd he go? Hey! Who said you could do that? You should use your head, if you had one. Oh, okay. Alright. Bonfires right here. You're better at the game than me, though. Thank you. I've kind of just... I've gotten to a place where, when it comes to this game, or this series in general, I sort of do one real playthrough, if that makes sense, where it's like, alright, I'll just play it with sword and shield. Fell behind me. Oh, hello. Where, like, I just go through it as your basic warrior, then I'm like, alright, time to break this game, so that's why I tend to go for like Zweihander in Dark Souls 1, Dark Magic in this, and so on. Especially Elden Ring. Elden Ring I have the most fun just finding different ways to break it, not necessarily making what's it called? Not necessarily one-hit builds or anything like that, but builds that are strong enough to deal with everyone turning into tissue paper. Managed to even turn some of the DLC bosses in Shadow of the Earth Tree into mincemeat. To see if this falls on them. Ah, damn it. They were too quick. They were too nimble. Also, I kind of like the use of, like, slots, I guess would be the best way to describe it, in this instead of just, like, a mana bar, only because it gives me, like, D&D vibes, if that makes sense. Because you get spell slots and then a limited supply of ammo. Ow. Did not realize she was right there. Do not appreciate being set on fire, lady. Yeah. Yeah, it's so useful for me, exactly. Oh god. There's no hole there. Oh yeah, wait, I was going downstairs. Hey, it's you.
Well, we meet again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself.
I don't really how delayed the chat is because it takes a minute for it to send on your side. Sadly, that's the limitations I have using my PS4. Though, sometimes I'm pretty quick to respond to certain things, but if I'm like really busy in a fight or something, I might take a minute to read, but don't worry, I do see what you're writing.
We need to get this treasure. I don't...
He didn't really say anything. It's just on the side. Okay. Now, very quickly, I hate the fact that they put physics. Is there any real point in doing it this way, or what? Actually, there you go. Yeah, the whole stream is delayed for my PS5. A heavy soul arrow.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought. In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead and took the leap. I prefer a more cautious approach. It's hard to know who to even trust these days. For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life. Now, what misunderstanding could have ever led to that? The poor bloke must have quite an imagination. You be careful too, my friend. For trust can be a dangerous thing.
And I wasn't here for long, but I have to go. Bye. Have a good night. You too, Pepperjack. Thanks for stopping by.
You be careful too. You be careful too, my friend. For trust can be a dangerous thing.
Alright, you say so. Oh my god, how'd I make it? Now how to get out of here? Oh good, it's poisoned arrows. Oh. Foolish of me. Didn't realize that. Oh wait, no, I could have just leaped over there the entire time. Don't I feel stupid? No, just go and get the. Just jump down myself then. In my defense, though, look how far this gap looks. This does not look like something I could easily jump over across to. See, I didn't even make it that time. It's a crapshoot. See? Alright. We're not gonna jump again. We're just gonna grab the souls, homeward bone, then move on. Because it's getting stupid. Well, now we don't need to worry about the souls. It's a good thing that was only like, what, 8,000? I survived that. Oh my god. I saw that one soul arrow. I was like, well, I'm dead. Yep, that's a hole. Bugs. Dark gauntlets. Secret passage. Oh, a bonfire. I didn't know that was there. It's probably there just for a quick drop for the boss room that's below us, but we don't need that. There must be something else over here. Yeah, look at that. Treasure. Well, hang on. Had to find something. Okay. couple more things we gotta collect in here. We also have to ignite something else. Okay, just stand right there. What am I aggroed still towards her? Nope, he's gone. Fist. Ooh, lightning spear. Sword is gonna break the box. Oh, I could have gone that angle. Alright, follow me on this logic here. First of all, metal burning. Alright, a windmill set ablaze. Eventually causing all the other gears inside to stop. A windmill causing... Oh, setting a windmill on fire, even though it's metal. Stops the rotation of gears, right? Which results in no poison being here anymore. I don't get it. Anyway, on to the next boss. Mitha, the Baneful Queen. Anyway, that was the boss. I can never go back to not using dark magic. It's so broken. Okay, so we are now at the top of Earthen Peak. Remember? Gonna ask you to remember the pop quiz I had you take. Remember? What did you see behind Earthen Peak? Right? Nothing. Correct? You just saw the top of Earthen Peak and just some clouds in the distance. Maybe a mountaintop way behind it, but nowhere near close to it, alright? Well, guess what? There's a whole lava volcano on top of here. Full of armored samurais. Like, did you think this was gonna be up here? Because sure as hell don't make sense. Mitha, the baneful queen's soul. Soul of Mitha, the baneful queen who lives in the Earthen Peak. The queen sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty, despite the monstrous consequences, all for the compelling madness known as love. Yeah, so covetous demon had the hots for Mitha, but Mitha didn't care for him. But Mitha had the hots for the king, I believe is the old Iron King. Didn't notice her either, so she became a Medusa. He became Jabba the Hutt. Makes sense, right?
Bearer of sea nest. You've been long away. Well, I've only one thing to provide, and we both know what that is.
Did you upgrade your stuff? Nope.
No interest.
Maybe later. Oh, look at this old chap.
Hi. Who are you? The name's Gilligan. Right? Don't make me say it twice. Alright. What do you want? I stock everything that you could possibly need. Should have listened to the warnings. This place is flipping mental. Huh? No, I wasn't born here. I'm from a wee bit out west. That's all. Seen some rough times. I think I'll settle down for a while. You wouldn't believe the shenanigans that happen in my business. I thought at least here in the middle of nowhere, I could stay clear of, my old pals.
Old pals.
Oh, don't ask me what happened. Have you no discretion, me old chum? That gaping hole. Hell, search me. It's where the people around here toss all their rubbish. Corpses, you know what. Or whatever they'd rather be rid of. Oh, and those human statues. Who are they supposed to be? Anybody, I suppose. Probably just some old pagan costume. What's it like at the bottom of the hole? Well, why in the hell would I know?
I already was down there. You don't need to worry about that.
Oh, yeah. Somebody told me that the grave of a saint lies below here. Not built by the king, no. It dated back to a time long before him. The tomb connects to that hole. And there's something about some rat king down there. Hell, if the old rat is as rich as they say, maybe I should go and pay him a visit. Oh, I should have seen some. You want to go down that awful hole? You must have lost your marbles. Fine, sure, fine. I'm happy to be of service. You need a ladder then, sure enough. But you'll have to show some generosity. Well, really, a very generous offer indeed. Especially from you. I get such a warm feeling inside when I get the chance to help others.
I only had this set up because it's easier to get to one of the doors down there for later. Might as well just set it up for now. I could have done that.
Hey, this ladder's not for sale. The only things I sell are miniatures. I mean, if that tickles your fancy, you can buy as many as you like. Here you are, my friend. You can have these, eh? It's a little bonus, you know, for your big purchase.
Will you, scimitar?
Oh, come on. Don't look so glum. I'm trying to be nice here. You're hopeless, I tell you. You wouldn't believe. Oh, cheers for that.
Cheers for that. Alright, before we go into the old Iron Keep, we're gonna go back to the Lost Bastille. Just for a wee shortcut. Not a shortcut, but a wee hole in the wall that I didn't do right away because I don't feel like dealing with multiple bosses early on. Just gonna do an awkward dance until you get out of the way. And then there's like a clown car worth of guards. Nice going that way. All these P-dot prisons. And this is just a death trap. For him to jump up. There you go. Ow. Oh, that's one. Dead. I feel like there should have been something behind here, but I guess not. Target shield. Hush. By the way, I don't remember these off the top of my head. I just have to rub my face against certain walls. in order to figure out what does what. I think that's everything here. Oh, went too far. That sound familiar. Hello. Yeah, this is the area from before.
Excuse me.
Ruined Sentinel Soul. Soul of the Ruined Sentinel, a creation of the Jailer. The Ruined Sentinel has no corporeal form. It is only an empty soul that haunts that armor. Neat. Nice stab. Mine's better. Ooh, twinkling time. I need that. Now we're in the Belfry Luna.
The bell belongs to the princess, it do. Stay back or we slice you to bits. Me and my chums, we shan't be left. Stay back or your pieces. Tiniest pieces. A long, long, long time ago, the princess should know me. Yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honour. Stay away, foul undead, or you'll be a goner. Stay back! It belongs to the princess, it do! You wish to guard the bell, you do. For the prince and the princess forever. For true. Useless fool. Filthy undead! Be gone right now and it's off with your head!
You wish to guard the bell, do you?
Useless fool. Filthy undead! Be gone right now and it's off with your head!
They made the little guy rhyme. I don't know why I almost said prayer there. It's not what I want. Alright, this is going to be a lot easier because we're offline, so we don't got to worry about actual invasions. Just these little guys. They also got dark weapons. Yeah, that's the only one we gotta worry about. Going to assume Bellkeeper is up here. Yep, there he is. Buddy, you're not doing a good job protecting the bell. I'm a little curious to see if this does any poison to him. Oh. That so. Oh wait, no, actually. It's a little worthless. It's actually doing a lot of damage. Short sword. Ow. Oh my god, I got stun blocked. No, it's fine. I love fighting 6 gargoyles. This is why we do this fight way later, so we don't have to worry about it as much. Okay, well, I wanted to be cute with the fog, but we're just gonna play we're gonna use old reliable for this one. We're getting a second there. No, okay. That hurt. This is like the only track that I tolerate for a boss, only because it's just the reused track they used for Dark Souls 1 for the gargoyles. Anyway. There's too many dogs here. Yeah. Enchanted falchion. Yeah, back to Majula, and then back to Old Iron Keep. Belfry Gargoyle Soul. Soul of the Gargoyle of the Lost Bastille. The Claberet stone statues on the belfry mysteriously came to life. That's all you get. They came to life. The dead speak. It's like, thanks. Hello, I see you're rocking the elite armor set in Dark Souls 2 as well. I'm only having this on until we get to Drenlake Castle, in which case we will instantly swap over to the Faram armor set, but I'd like this armor just as well. In fact, I was half tempted to get Alva's set as well. But I need to level up some more. Let's see. Do attunement. Probably not going to get enough. Looks like. I'm also saving because it's really hard to farm in this. Not really, but I'm holding off on giving any armor upgrades just so I can use any leftover. Because I maxed out the sword and I need 4 more Twinkling Titanite for the staff. So everything else I just need to upgrade for protection purposes.
You need armor? Go ahead. See what I'm offering.
I don't care much for Alva's helmet, though. It's a little... It's like... I don't know how to describe it, but the covering almost looks like the helmet equivalent of an underbite. But I do like the red that goes with it, so... Let's just swap out that for now.
I don't... Home. Thanks for the purchase. Do come again.
I can't believe how much farming spots there was in Dark Souls 3. Large shards and chunks were no issue. That's the thing. This game just gives out Titanite slabs like candy. Oh, that looks pretty good. Yeah. I like the red cloth. I'm very big on fashion souls. I use those in my current Dark Souls 3 playthrough right now. Yeah, Titanite slabs are like the hardest, I would say, is probably Dark Souls 1. I can't think of a lot of slabs you can find. The one slab I always remember is the Stray Demon that drops it for you. But like there's one I think in Blighttown, one in the DLC, but like it's not nearly as abundant as Titanite slabs are. The only problem is we don't have Frampt to chew them down into chunks when I really need them. Anyway, moving on to Old Iron Keep. We're going to get through this place and then we'll call it a night. Also, I'm not going to go for anything that requires me to stand on lava. Which Souls games has the best fashion souls? That's really hard. I think, honestly, I think Dark Souls 3 might. Oh yeah, I forgot she's like magic or dark resistant, but. really hard to say, because I also am kind of particular with how I like my knight armor sets. I think, yeah, I would say 3, just because you get, like, amalgamation of the first best of the first 2 games, and then they also have pretty good sets on their own. If you're going for like the hunter apparel in Dark Souls or in Bloodborne, that's got you covered. It just really depends though on your whoa, okay, bud, you gotta relax. Zipping and sliding all over the place. I do not care for Old Iron Keep because these guys' aggro range is all over the place. Oh, he went down there. I think that suit has pretty good armor sets. Yeah, I would say so. I think the forearm set looks best in 2. I just appreciate that it's in 3 though, as well. But it does look a little grimy in 3, if that makes sense. There's also just a perfect indicator that this is somehow above Earthen Peak, and it's like, yeah, okay.
What? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm Mackerel. Who else?
Mackerel?
What? Have a look at my wares.
Got some incense.
Mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages.
Dark Souls 3 is alright. I like wearing the Fallen Knights set the most. I like that too. It's like a nice, like, little rogue armor knight with the hood and cape. I think the problem with the forearm set in... First of all, the forearm set for some reason is like super heavy. I never understood that part. But I think the fur on the shoulders looks a little grimy compared to the Dark Souls 2 version.
There's good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle. But the thing was too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground. Fire spouted from the earth, and the place turned into this. At least, that's what I've been told. What a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything for you today?
Colors also feels off. Yeah, a little bit. It's because I think it's also just because the color is not the strongest suit. Like in general, like the palette of Dark Souls 3 is very gray in a lot of areas. Not necessarily a problem on my part, but I could see that being an issue for others.
Hey, you know that old fella with the hulking blue sword? He talks really highly of it. I got a feeling it's a fake. I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of talked around it. Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there. Have you heard of the shrine on the eastern edge of Drangleic? Built to honor the dragons, they say. If only I knew how to get there. I'd go and I'd count it for goodies. I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages. Good ironing.
Alright, just making sure I went through all of it. Cheers for that. No, we're just gonna... I'll come back for that later. About finally starting Elden Ring this weekend. Rock on. Elden Ring, I really, really like. I will say, when you play, like, when I played these games back and forth, you start to really notice a lot of things. Story beats, certain ideas like that, that they used here, that you could also see being used again in Dark Souls, or in Elden Ring. I almost called it Dark Souls 2. You to piss off. Okay. Also, I feel like Old Iron Keep is a pretty good example of like what is like the level design problems in this game. Because like I'm trying to think, this place is falling apart and falling into lava, right? But what the hell was the purpose of like this whole area? You know what I mean? Like it feels very more video gamey compared to the other locations in the series. Like I'm not sure I could see somebody moving about throughout this area like it's a lived castle. It's probably the worst of in the game. Well, yeah. I remember first like thinking back to it, like, you know what, Old Iron Keep was actually not that bad. I think it might have been my favorite area. Then I remembered that all the knights here have non-stop aggro, and I'm just like, no, never mind, this place is shit. And it's kind of just a hallway. It's just 2 rooms connected with hallways, and then you just go into a giant pool of lava and fight a devil. Oh my god. Iframes, protect me! Ah, thank you. Ooh, goodness. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Also, I will say, I can never go back to not using Dark. Like, both Affinity and just Dark Magic in general. It's just too good. I've gone through like half the bosses so far. Like they're nothing. Hang on, I'm trying to remember which way to go from here. Alright. It's just too good. Heal. Ow. Rude. Ah, the good old Zweihänder. Also, another thing I never understood, why do the Why do the spiders in Brightstone drop Zweihanders? That doesn't seem thematically accurate. If anything, they should drop like poison moss or poison stinger dagger weapons, but it's like, hang on, it's ESU, we're not supposed to ask questions. Exactly. It's very accurately out on. This is bollocks. By the way, I'm gonna go fight the smelter demon. I just want to get these items. Ooh, more twin titanite. I just need 3 more and then I'm set. Exactly. It's so weird that the smelter demons can get poisoned. Ow. Ow. Didn't mean to walk into that. Eh, don't matter, he dead. Never knew the smelter demon for importance. For lore importance. Yeah. I think some people theorize that it's supposed to be a reflection of Sora alone, because when he does the stab move to ignite his sword, it's a very much reminiscent to Alone doing seppuku. And then we go back down here. Oh my god. Ow. Pursuer is one of the cooler enemies to fight in this game. Ring of Blades +1. I haven't been brave enough to fight the 2 Pursuers in the throne chamber. I like tried it once and then I got my ass handed to me. I'm like, no, never mind. Has anything in tonight's stream so far been incomprehensible to you? Yeah. Earthen Peak. We went up to the tippy top of a castle, and we went up an elevator even higher than that, and then we just end up in a giant lava ocean. It don't make no sense. It's one of those things where I think about how Elden Ring has something similar to this, with a castle that's sinking in poison, and below and above it is Mount Gelmir, which has a volcanic manor on top of it, but you're able to see everything, so it makes sense where the layout is in that. Anyway, Smelter Demon. Soul of the Smelter Demon that haunts the castle that sunk into a pool of iron. The old Iron King's life was taken by a mass of iron that has been given a soul. Was the metal Goliath there from the beginning, or was it a product of the king's conceit? That's probably the closest we have to a hint about the old Iron King's history.
Bearer of the cup, seek less.
Seek less.
Bearer of the curtains.
Hang on. Ah, damn it, we can't have hail at the same time. Whatever. You just buy up some, Actually, wait, hang on. See if... Unless I gotta kill Old Iron King.
Wow.
Let's see, you got anything new? Nope.
No. Dad. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, I need 3 more of those. I like Dark Souls 3 spell system more than Dark Souls 1 and 2. I am kind of in a different mindset of that. I kind of like the bullet system only because it gives it very reminiscent of like D&D, how it works. Since, you know, they refer to these as spell slots and all that. But I could understand, like, the mana system isn't bad either. I don't know, I just something about seeing the number of dark orbs I can hold on to. I like it. Say bye to those guys. Or that guy. Anyway, we just did the Belfry Luna, but now we gotta do the other Belfry. Up we go. Be gone. Useless fool. Filthy undead. Oh, I forget. Oh, silly me, I forget this. It can't press anything else. Belfry Soul. Yeah, Luna, Soul. This is Latin for sudden moon. Clever, ain't it? I don't remember ever seeing you as an NPC here. This is the only Souls game I'll never 100%. Yeah. Honestly, I would highly recommend skipping trying to platinum the Souls trilogy just because there's a lot in here that's just like, why? Also, I do love that the Bellkeeper is just a red little guy here to get you instead of a player character. Gotcha. Do it over time, over time, over the course of multiple playthroughs. I play different in every playthrough. That's fair. The best way to do it, I think, though, is to do it on one character, because the trilogy, you have to go through them at least 3 times because certain souls give certain weapons you need, certain spells, and then there are certain rings and other spells that don't show up until later on. Thankfully, people were kind enough to add Excel sheets, like little spreadsheets. You can make little checklists for each section or so. If you look them up, like on Reddit or something, you can find them. Hello. Don't mind me if I just. I think he's talking about you, DS3. Okay, they're a little too quick to the draw. Also, I guess should have realized that they could go through a fence like that. Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Ow! I poked you. I poke you till you're dead. Havel the less epic. Basically, I mean, Havel the less... I didn't mean to do that twice. Havel the less epic is in the DLC. Which... not looking forward to that fight, but thankfully, as I mentioned before, the dark magic makes fights like this a lot more easier. Immolation. Weird, that's a boss fight. Yeah. Yeah, we're back in Iron Keep now. Rip that guy again. Rip being a... God damn it, he already saw me. Okay, well... I gotta be careful here. God damn it, I said I gotta be careful here and I'm not careful. Ow. Damn it. Well, we're not going back that way. God damn. Whoa. I always love hitting the button to just drop them into the lava. I have to head out. Have a good night. Alright, still care. Thanks for stopping by. We're wrapping up pretty soon. Spirit Oliver the Collector. Nice fat rolling, Oliver. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Covetous golden serpent ring. That's good for farming. From behind, eh? Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. longest time, I didn't know about this bonfire right here. Not to mention how to turn off all the fire. Just this little switch all the way up here. Turns off all the fire. Let me do that. That's right. Alright. Now time for the last big soul. Actually, I'm just a little curious. Okay, we've already broken soul memory 1,000,000. We could have actually just gone up and open the shrine at any point. Also, there's a big cow. There's a cow farm. There's a cow outside. Yeah, this area is so massive with the lava. It's like, yeah, okay, this is just above Earthen Peak. I believe you. This is. Look, it's a Balrog. Let's go over here. I swear, you've taken poison damage before. It don't really matter. Ow, that almost killed me. That also almost killed me. Die, monster! Got him. Old Iron King's soul. What's that over there? Who knows? Maybe nothing important. Ah! What the heck are you?
No one has come this far. Not for a very long while. Young Arlo, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your ilk and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the crestfallen. Young Hollow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet your journey is far from over. Outgrown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly? Young Hollow, seek after Venric. He who almost became a true monarch. The Venric is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
Who the heck was that guy? Oh. Anyway. Old Iron King's soul. Soul of the old Iron King who succumbed to the flames that swallowed his castle. The Iron King's flesh was charred and his soul possessed by the things that lurk below. I guess lava. Lava lurked below.
You are blessed with a myriad of souls. Bearer of the curse, make your way to the castle.
Give myself some more health now.
You've been long way. Well.
Okay, well, you've increased it to large. Tight night, but I need more. I need more.
Oh, I know. Take these.
Oh, well, I need more.
We can all do with a little help, can't we? I know I always can. You know how they call this place? Well, in what? St. E, maybe? No interest.
Who's bought stuff from you? Alright, well, I don't have any more souls to buy more stuff. So, yeah, I just need 2 more Twinkling Tight Night, and then this thing is maxed out. So, anyway, there's no streams this weekend. We're going to have Monday now is where we're going to continue. We're going to head up back to the Shaded Woods and head through the Shrine of Winter, ignore it until later, and then head right towards, as you can see, right up there, that tower in the background, Dranley Castle, where we will face off against Vendrick and put an end to this curse or whatever. We're going to go seek him. Anyway. With all that said, that's going to be a stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by to watch. I will see you Monday. Bye-bye.